Hi, I'm the Culinary Diva, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm taking you to the great island of Jamaica from my kitchen. What we're going to do today is we're going to make Jamaican style curry chicken. Now it's very different from Indian curry because the type of curry that they use is actually grown in Jamaica and it's not grown in India, and it has different notes of curry in it, and it's different curry from Thai curry, as well as Thai has different types of curry. Jamaican curry is a deep gold yellow color. And so I'm gonna go ahead and make this chicken curry. It's pretty quick and easy. Anybody can make this at home. You just need the proper ingredients. And so I'm gonna explain each of the ingredients as I make them. I have my pot on already because I wanted to get hot to begin to cook my oil. And today we have a special guest all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My brother-in-law is gonna be in the kitchen, and he is going to be cooking with me. And come on in. He's going to be cooking with me. I'm going to be. He's Jamaican as well. I'm Jamaican, as people probably already know. If you don't know, you don't know. So go ahead and use olive oil. So you use about a tablespoon of olive oil. You let it get hot, and then you begin to saute your vegetables. So I like to saute my vegetables in a particular order, doesn't really matter, but I always start with my onions. So I can go ahead, and my oil is hot, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my onions and get those begin to saute. And I'm going to throw in my carrots because carrots take a little bit to cook. What I do is I wash my carrots really, really well. I don't really peel them because actually the outer layer of the carrot is really, really healthy. So I just wash them really well and then I cut them up. So you have your onions and your carrots, and then next you have your peppers. So I use not green, excuse me. Oh, I have red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. You can use green bell peppers if you would like, but I always buy the tricolored pack at the grocery store. They always have it on sale, so I always get that, so it's not a problem. So I go ahead and I saute these in. And so I'm gonna start seasoning. As I always say, is you layer your flavors. So I'm gonna layer my flavors with seasoning. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a tablespoon of complete seasoning in, and that has a little bit of salt in it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put salt, and it's about a teaspoon of salt. Not too much because there is already salt in the chicken stock and there's salt in the complete seasoning. So you go ahead and you saute this, and I'm gonna turn this up because you really wanna get this sauteed pretty quickly. And as you saute it, you begin to add your other spices. So what I have here is I have garlic powder and ground ginger, and I usually use organic spices. The reason why I'm not using fresh herbs is because this is like a stew, and so you want to use a powdered spice because it will soak into the chicken, because you don't season the chicken ahead of time, because these types of seasonings will kill the integrity of of the the chicken and of the entire dish. So I put that in there, and I don't pour it all in at once. I put in a little bit at a time. I let it, you know, the flavors meld before I put the next set of spices in. So I'm going ahead and let those spices bloom in this oil and these vegetables. Do you smell it? Doesn't it smell delicious? Mm-hmm. All right, so now I have garlic powder and allspice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my garlic powder and allspice in here. And I have a tablespoon of allspice and 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And you're gonna really smell that allspice bloom in there, but I'm gonna tone it down once I put in the chicken and the liquid and everything else. So you let this cook and let those bloom. And then you put in your curry. You don't need a lot of curry. So I have 1 tablespoon of hot curry, Jamaican curry, and 2 tablespoons of mild curry. If you want it hotter, you switch it off. And if you want it even hotter, you can add peppers or whatever you would like. My sister's in town as well, and I know she doesn't like super spicy food, so I'm toning it down for her so that she would enjoy this delicious meal. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put in my curry, and then you let your curry go ahead and bloom as well. Doesn't it smell delicious in here?
Perfect. Smell like I'm in Jamaica.
That's how it's supposed to smell. Any questions that you have as I'm putting this together? I know you've made curry chicken before.
I'm learning as well. I'm not the type of person that pulls my will in the kitchen. I respect another chef and one chef. And at the same time, right, I love the way that how we're doing it right now.
Okay. Now I have these chunks of chicken, and I cut them into about an inch and a half dice, not too small, not too large, because it's going to break down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and saute this chicken for a little bit and let this chicken get all of these nice, delicious spices as well. I did put a little bit of salt on the chicken so that it can kind of get a little bit of flavor. And as I'm looking at this, it is raw chicken. I'm looking at it and it looks like I need a little bit more salt because of all this chicken breast. And once you basically have it totally coated, you don't need to cook the chicken all the way through. You just want to coat it with everything. Once you have coated the chicken, you want to go ahead and you want to put in your potatoes and then your liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some potatoes, and I'm actually not going to put in all these potatoes. I'm going to put in half of these potatoes because I don't need all those potatoes. Thank you. Thank you. I have a Sue in the kitchen today, turning it out, Jamaican style. So we have everything in there. So we're going to go ahead and put in our chicken stock. So I have a half box of chicken stock. Thank you. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm going to put in my coconut milk and then put in more chicken stock because I just want to barely cover it and then let it cook. I don't want to put in too much chicken stock and then it's too watery because this is going to have to cook down. So it's just 1 can of light coconut milk. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in. And as you see, that much chicken stock and that much coconut milk almost covered everything. So I don't need to use a whole lot of chicken stock. So there is water in the vegetables, which is going to cause this to liquefy even more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to let it come to a boil. As it's starting to boil, I'm going to cover it. You let it cook for 30 minutes. And when we come back in 30 minutes, you will have a Jamaican curry chicken. Thank you for coming in my kitchen. We will see you soon. Welcome back. I'm the Culinary Diva. And what I have made was some Jamaican curry chicken. It has been about 30 minutes, so it is done. As you can see, it is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and serve some up, and I'm going to have my brother-in-law here taste this. Let me know what he thinks about this delicious curry chicken. If you don't like it, let me know, but I'm sure you're gonna like it because I slay in the kitchen. So I'm serving it up, so go ahead and taste it and let me know what you think. Make sure you get a piece of chicken. Make sure that the chicken has flavor as well. I know it's super hot. So what do you think? How did it come out? Is it nice and Jamaican style where you can go to a Jamaican restaurant and have this, or does it need a little editing? What do you think? Because the Culinary Diva wants to know your true honesty.
You actually can sell this meal to a restaurant. The coconut milk brought it out. It's not too spicy for anybody that's kind of like don't want to be around that much spice in the meal. It's perfect.
Great, thank you very much. So, once again, I'm the Culinary Diva. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cordell The Culinary Diva. Also my blog, www.adeliciousexperience.com, or go to my Facebook page, Cordell Robinson, and I post all my videos and cooking tips as well. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please always reach out to me. You can reach out to me on all my social media. Thank you, and I'll see you next time in the Culinary Diva's kitchen.